Hello. I am here!
Young Midoriya!
I know. It's great, right? It's a great all might, you know? Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali here, back again with another video. I am so hyped for this video. I'm probably gonna do this every season now, from now on, instead of just doing like a review of like all the ones that I'm seeing each season, like each anime and stuff. I'm gonna do, probably at the end of each season, do like a recap of the animes that I've watched. And for this season, let me tell you, Fall Anime 2018, this season is the season for smart main male characters. Like, I'm telling you, all of these characters are great in their own right in what they're doing in the animes and stuff. I'm gonna show, I believe I watched 3 animes this season. I'm gonna do that every season. I'm gonna watch 3 animes and stuff. But, you know, I mean, some people are like, oh, why didn't you see this anime? Why didn't you see this anime? Well, I mean, I can't do like every single anime, you know, just the ones that really interest me. I did want to watch Sword Art Online. I did want to watch, I believe that SAO was fall anime. I wanted to see that time I got reincarnated as a slime, because apparently I was watching Roger's Base, one of his videos, about like the top manga of this year, and apparently that manga, I got reincarnated as a slime, is in the top 10, which I had no, like, I felt like that came out of nowhere. But, you know, kudos to that, because it looks like really fun. It looks really good and everything. But the 3 animes that I watched this season, I honestly really enjoyed. There's one anime that I have not completely caught up yet, but I have caught up on number 2 and number 1 of my my favorite ones, my favorite animes this season. So without further ado, let's start with my number 3 pick that I decided to watch, an anime I decided to watch for the Fall Anime 2018 schedule, and that is Juliet of Boarding School. Like this guy in this anime, first of all, I might do some minor spoilers. They're not like huge spoilers of these animes or anything, but so I just wanted to warn you guys that I'm going to do minor spoilers. They're not going to affect, like, if you watch it, you're going to know, like, exactly things that are going on and stuff. But for Juliet of Boarding School, the reason I love it so much and the reason why I love the main male character so much, first of all, the synopsis of the show is pretty much, like, it's a cool take on the Romeo and Juliet kind of story, in that there's 2 factions, or not 2 factions, but 2 groups at a school. The White Cats and the Black Dogs, and the male character, Romeo, his name's actually Inuzuka Romeo or something like that. He is from the Black Dog side. And his girl that he's dating and everything, she's from the White Cat side, and they've, you know, bantered back and forth since they were like little and stuff, saying that like they hate each other and stuff. I mean, this anime, when they say they hate somebody, they actually love them and stuff. So they hated each other and stuff like that, and messed with each other and everything. And then he goes and asks her out when they're at the same school. She said yeah, so they're dating and stuff, but they can't tell both sides of the school that they're dating and everything. Honestly, it's really funny and it's really great and stuff. I think he's really cool. He's sort of like clumsy most of the time and stuff, but you know, you can really see the love between them and stuff. And what I loved actually about this guy, when well, first of all, one of his childhood friends, his close friends, has been in love with him since they were little, like since they were really small, and she's actually on the Black Dog side with him. And when I believe he was walking, or he was on a balcony or something like that, just chilling stuff. I think he was gonna go into her room or something where she was like doing paperwork and stuff like that, and she slipped, like word of mouth, that she was in love with him and she's always been in love with him and stuff. And the thing is, what I loved about it was that the moment that he heard her say that, he said, "I am sorry. I'm happy that you feel that way, but I cannot accept your feelings. I'm in love with somebody else." Now, the reason why I love that he did that was that he didn't want to let her linger on this hope that he will be in love with her and stuff. He wanted to just do it straight up right there so she can not move on, but he didn't want her to continue believing in her heart so much that it like could happen and stuff. He didn't want her to like save her the agony, I guess, about waiting that long and then it not happening eventually and stuff. That's why I love that so much, because he cares for her so much that he still wants to be her friend and everything, and that he didn't want it to continue far along down the road where if he did hear her and didn't say anything about it, then I think their friendship would have been like kind of in turmoil. It probably would have been messed up. And yeah, that's mainly why I like this dude so much. Like, excuse the fact that the show is excuse the fact that the show is really funny. It's really good. I love like all the rom-com stuff about like anime and stuff. I really like those kind of animes. And this is obviously this has all those crazy action anime stuff that you'd always see in anime, and it's like a slice of life, action, romance, comedy, all the good stuff that I like in an anime, and that's why it was my number 3 watched this season. Now coming at number 2, Goblin Slayer. Now, if you have not seen it, I mean, if you're okay with like first of all, the first episode sort of put me off a little bit. I felt very uncomfortable, and not like the good uncomfortable way. It made me feel a little queasy about what happened with Goblin Slayer. But after that episode, I continued to watch it, because when it comes to animes, I gotta like, once I watch the first 2 or 3 episodes, I gotta finish it like no matter what. And I am caught up with this season, this first season. I think there's 1 episode left, 1 or 2 episodes left, I believe. I'm pretty sure, but it's honestly it's really good. Honestly, it's doing like pretty good. I like it. I love the action and stuff. Oh, excuse me. I love the action. There isn't romance, but you can tell that a lot of girls are really like inching towards him, I guess you can say. But he don't give a shit. He just wants to slay some goblins, you know? Which I think that's kind of funny, that he literally ignores like everything except for like goblins and stuff. Oh yeah, and something else about Goblin Slayer. Like, as you watch the show, you see that he opens up more to people and talks a lot more to people and talks a lot more about other things besides goblins. He still talks about goblins, but as the show progresses, he talks a little more about like other things and stuff than just goblins. So just wanted to like clarify that right now. But yeah, back to the video. And you'll understand completely why, since what happened to him when he was younger and stuff is really messed up and really sad. But yeah, honestly, the action's great. Again, there isn't like comedy, but there's funny moments, but it's not really necessarily comedy. It's funny smirks and rhetorical like banter and things like that, which makes it kind of you know, giggly. You kind of giggle a little bit a couple times. It's fun. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. Again, the first episode honestly put me off. I think that was the one episode that just like I think that was the one episode that I actually didn't like, was the first episode, which is kind of funny. Just because it really put me off and it made me really like uncomfortable, you know? And honestly, I do understand if people like stopped watching it even after the first episode and stuff, but like honestly, I get it that people would feel completely uncomfortable and wouldn't want to watch the show. But I stuck with it, and I'm kind of glad I did, because at the end of this, like so far, It's a lot of fun. Like, really, like, you see all these other adventures and stuff like that, and how they kill, like, the goblins and stuff. And yeah, I keep repeating it, but it turned out fun. Honestly, this anime turned out fun. So that was my number 2 anime that I watched this fall, this season. And number 1, my guys, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Bro, this anime, I did not expect. Well, actually, I kind of did, because I seeing like the snapshots and stuff like that before the anime was released and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna love this anime, and I gotta say, I really love this anime. It's one of my favorite animes that I saw, or that I've seen so far this year. 100% in my top 5. 100% in my top 5. It is funny, romantic. I love the romance in it because it's perfectly with like the comedy and stuff. There isn't necessarily action, but there's stuff that has to deal with. There's this thing called adolescent syndrome, which you completely learn about it in the first 3 episodes. You get the grasp or the gist of what adolescent syndrome is in this show, and it's extremely important to the entire show. It's a pretty cool take on a lot of things like mind swapping, or like body swapping stuff, like Freaky Friday stuff, but also other things with like quantum theories and stuff. Like it actually kind of sort of deals with quantum theories, which is kind of funny to me. It's extremely intriguing to the point where I kind of giggle a little bit. But man, it is a great ride. And also the main male character, I'm telling you, this season is the season of smart male characters. I have not been this like intrigued or interested in all these like characters, these male characters that are actually smart and know what the hell they're talking about, dealing with women and stuff. Like, this guy is so funny. Like, the way he talks to his girlfriend, like it's such funny, quick, rhetorical like banter and jokes towards her, and then she bounces it right back to him. It's like the relationship is amazing. Like, it's hilarious. And also the way he just deals with everybody else in the series or in the anime is so good. Like, he knows what he's talking about, how to deal with these situations that he's talking about. He's just great. He's just funny, and he's just so romantic with his girlfriend and stuff. Dude, it's so good. And his girlfriend, but the girl with the bunny girl suit that people probably a lot of people have seen, the girl in the bunny suit and everything. Her name's Mai Sakurajima. She's so she's great, man. She's fantastic. She's probably in my waifus of the year, top 5 waifus. It's just such a great anime, and overall this season was just fantastic. Again, guys, that is it. My top 3 that I've watched this season, or the 3 that I actually only watched this season, because I just didn't have time to do like all the other animes and things like that. It's just like a lot. It would take up a lot of my time because I wanted to see SAO, but I was already into these 3 animes and stuff. But again, number 3 is Juliet of Boarding School. Number 2, Goblin Slayer. And number 1, Rascal Just Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Those 3 animes are actually pretty great, and if you haven't seen them, eventually you should, next year maybe, or something like that. But guys, what do you think? What are your animes of this season? Leave down in the comments and stuff. Like this video if you liked the things that I said and stuff, or if you liked any of the animes that I mentioned and everything. This was a lot of fun. I wanted to get this out before the year was up, and 2019 is around the corner. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, the theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, most important, everybody got to stay a little nasty. Alright, so peace and love, and I'll see you all later in the next video. Peace out, guys, and may the force be with you always. Plus ultra!